no need for defense.
Hell no.
What does that mean? No need for defense?
Because they don't get the chance.
Non-apologetic
Nonsense.
I decided not to do these theme songs, get a fresh take. Some of them nailed it pretty good, right? Some of them completely went out of left field and just like threw in the name non-apologetic nonsense, almost into as if it were a pre-existing song, okay?
Oh, all right.
So I want to play you the worst ones first, okay?
Okay.
First off, we have appropriately labeled Happy Theme.
Non-apologetic nonsense. We don't care for pretense. Dance around the suspense. Feel the thrill, the immense. Breaking walls, not bending.
This seems like the theme for like a family who lives in an RV and travels the country, and this is like their YouTube intro.
Full of heart, never ending. Non-apologetic nonsense. We don't
I fucking
care
love
for
it.
pretense.
We need
So-
an intro video where we just...
Oh God. Okay, so
slow
we're gonna,
handshake this guy.
so we're gonna need your votes here. So do you vote for? Well, I guess you need to hear all of them.
Well, right now, I'm all in for Happy Theme.
Before we move on, I want to let you know that we did include something special just for you. Okay, we have a Thomas theme song that I commissioned. Are you ready?
Yep.
Let me crank up our headphones a little bit here.
Thomas really likes guys, something that he wants to hide. He really loves to hop and ride on the down low slips and slides. Yeah! On the down low slips and slides.
What did you think of that?
That was fantastic.
That is your theme song. And we also have a remix of that song, all right? Here we go.
Thomas really likes guys, something that he wants to hide. He really loves to hop and ride on the down low slips and slides.
I wrote the lyrics. All right, so keep that one in mind, and we'll continue on. All right, so we did that. All right, this is when it really started to get close, okay? This is a...
Stand tall in the chaos, not apologetic, no gloss. World's messed up, that's a loss. Breaking rules just because. Forces loud fists in air, truth uncovered with the clear. Resist all the fear and the snare. Keep fighting, don't
Wait
forget.
for it.
Non-apologetic nonsense, we know the suspense. Non-apologetic nonsense, no need for defense.
That's not bad. Now, of course, you know, what we need is we need like a 5-second thing, okay? So obviously those verses mean nothing. So if we were to use that, it would just be this cut.
Non-apologetic nonsense, we know the suspense. Non-apologetic nonsense, no need for defense.
Okay, so keep that one in mind right there. And then I believe we have, what do we have? We have one more. This one, I'm going to play you the full thing. And then I have two snippets that I pulled out of it. And, you know, I think one of those two is at least where my vote goes. Here is the full.
Unapologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic nonsense. Yeah. Non-apologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic.
Okay, but like I say, we only need a little snippet. So it would basically be either the first ramp up or the big part that has like the almost Egyptian Arabic kind of shit in the background. So it would either be this.
Unapologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic nonsense. Yeah.
You know, and obviously we'll do a little better cut. Maybe rearrange some of the instruments. I don't have the vocal tracks, but I can play with the instrumental. Or this.
Non-apologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic. Non-apologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic.
Now that you have heard everything we have to offer, we have the happy theme. We have the first heavy metal where it was more screamo. We have what you just heard. And then we have the Thomas really likes guys. Is there anyone that you need to hear again?
No, I'm still all in on the happy theme.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you joking or being
No,
serious?
I'm dead
You're being
serious. Yes.
I put this one up as a
Non-apologetic
joke.
nonsense. We don't care for pretense.
Love it.
Dance around the suspense.
Well, what part do I even use? Just these 4
Feel
lines?
the thrill, the immense. Breaking walls, not bending. Every start strong.
We are not. I am vetoing your vote.
Pretending. Full of heart.
Here's what I think we go with.
Thomas really likes guys. Something that he wants to hide. He really loves to hop and ride. On the down low slips and slides.
That should be your fucking ringtone. From like now until forever. When you're like out with a broad or something. And then Thomas really likes guys. Something that he likes to hide. I think the best thing to do would be to combine 2 of them. Listen to the scream at the end of this one where the beat
nonsense.
drops.
Non-apologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic nonsense.
Right here.
Non-apologetic nonsense. Yeah.
Okay. So what I propose is that we use this clip too, but I can go in and most likely edit, figure out the beats per minute, bring that yelling non-apologetic nonsense last line and put it as the last line of this.
Non-apologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic. Non-apologetic nonsense.
So it'd be right here.
Nonsense. Non-apologetic.
That's kind of where my vote is. And then I was thinking we do like a flash video intro, like instead of having us or anything on it, it's like fucking red and black and blood spatters and non-apologetic nonsense, non-apologetic. And like, you know what I mean? Just shit going, knives and blood and fucking guts.
All right.
I want to set the tone. But you truly like the non-apologetic nonsense.
I do.
Well, the lyrics make no sense.
We don't need a pretense. I think it was to say.
Non-apologetic nonsense. We don't care for pretense. Dance around the suspense. Feel the thrill, the immense.
We don't need a pretense. I guess that kind of halfway makes sense. That's the only reason I didn't give it to this one was because the lyrics are garbage.
Non-apologetic nonsense. We build the suspense.
We built the suspense.
Non-apologetic nonsense. No need for defense.
No need for defense.
Hell no.
What the fuck does that mean? No need for defense?
They don't get the chance.
You will not be able to defend yourself when these YouTubers
Allow you.
when these YouTubers come after you. You are just done. Okay. So where does your vote actually lie here?
I guess with the clip too, also.
You think the same one I said?
Yeah.
This one? Now, listen in the background when it goes non-apologetic nonsense, and then it's like, I think it says nonsense, but when I'm editing or I might, just commission it out to someone who actually does flash video stuff, I think it's a word like the word nonsense with like distortion on it. But you have a listen.
Non-apologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic nonsense.
I think it's non-apologetic, but it's like all warped and garbled. But I'm not really sure. But I thought that sounds, because like I say, we're only going to use like a 5-second top snippet, okay? But I kind of thought we could kind of use all of them to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Like sometimes we could throw up a different one, or at the end throw up a different one. Basically just cut the non-apologetic lines from all of them, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is only about half of the ones I had too. We have a lot more corny ones.
I'd love to hear them.
I thought you would hear this and say, this is the most garbage thing ever.
Yeah. Well,
Non-apologetic
what a twist, right?
nonsense. We don't care for pretense.
This is like when you're
Dance
making love
around the suspense.
and I'm trying to have our intro fuck.
Through the immense, breaking walls, not bending.
You can also
Every
tell
star
it's like a pre-existing
Nothing
thing.
fake.
You know what I mean? That they just shoved non-apologetic nonsense. Like every person who comes after him, they're like, "Oh, this is for UFC Battle Pass." UFC Battle Pass. You know, and they just throw that into the. But yeah, this is what I was most excited about right here. But I think, like I say, if I can throw these two clips into Pro Tools, kind of combine the best from both of them, I think let's end it with hearing the full, both rotations of the best theme. And then hopefully by the next time we'll have it done. Probably not, but it'll be pretty soon. But yeah, let's give them a little outro.
Non-apologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic nonsense. Non-apologetic nonsense.